Have you ever watched someone walk through a storm, like a real storm where there's loss and pressure or a big disappointment or really strong spiritual warfare, and somehow they didn't break, right? They didn't collapse, they didn't fall away, they didn't lose their faith? Well, that's not just in someone's personality. That's not just luck or strength. That's deep roots, right? And Psalm chapter 1, verse 3 says, "And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper," right? Planted people are unshakable people, right? Deep roots don't make life easier. They make you stronger, right? And when your roots go deep, you stop being controlled by emotion. Now, you still feel deeply, but you're no longer led by your feelings, right? Truth becomes your anchor. God's truth does. And you don't panic under pressure. Storms may hit, they will hit, but they don't move you because your stability comes from God, right? Beneath the surface in your heart. You recover faster. You still get hit, but you definitely bounce back. And that resilience becomes the fruit of your depth, of your deep roots, right? You begin to discern quickly, sensing danger, deception, and especially the voice of God. And that discernment is what keeps you steady, right? You can endure long seasons. Dry seasons don't destroy you. Silent seasons don't confuse you. Waiting seasons don't weaken you. You don't uproot easily, right? You stay planted even when others drift, and consistency becomes natural, right? You stop repeating those vicious cycles, right? The endless loop of starting and stopping and restarting and burning out. You stand firm in that warfare. And the enemy pushes, but you don't fall because your roots, your deep roots hold you. You remain faithful even when your feelings fade, right? Your devotional is no longer emotional. It's anchored in Christ. And you become storm-proof, right? Not storm-free, but storm-proof. And so deep roots don't stop the wind, but they stop the wind from winning. Right? You were never meant to be tossed around by life. You were meant to be able to stand steady, rooted, and unshakable, right? And Jesus is growing you into exactly that. So here's something to think about. Where do you feel shaken? And how is Jesus inviting you to deepen your roots so that you can actually stand? I think it's important to really stop and ponder these things because sometimes we think that we're already there. But in my opinion, there's always room for growth, right? And so take a moment to think about these things, to pray about these things. Happy pondering. God bless, guys. Until next time.